Hello everyone. Today we are going to see definition of linear span. Let V be a vector space and S is equal to V1, V2 up to Vn be set of vectors in V, then set of all finite linear combination of elements of S is called as linear span of S and it is denoted by L of S. What do you mean by finite linear combination? See, this summation contains finitely many elements, so therefore it is called as finite linear combination. Okay, so in the set notation it is same as set of all alpha 1 v1 plus alpha 2 v2 plus so on alpha n vn such that alpha 1 alpha 2 alpha n belongs to R. Okay, so for each choice of alpha 1 alpha 2 up to alpha n you will get element of L of S. Okay, so for better illustration we are going to see this two examples, but before that note one thing: L of S is always a subspace of V. Okay, L of S is always a subspace of V, in fact a smallest subspace of V containing S. So L of S is always a subspace of V. It depends on what? If S is a subset of vector space V, then we will say that L of S is a subspace of V. So see this first example. Over here our vector space is R2, so therefore this L of S is going to be subspace of what? R2. Similarly for the second example, our vector space is R3, so L of S is going to be subspace of R3. Now in fact it is the smallest subspace of V containing S. Now what is the meaning of this? See, in our vector space V, this is just a rough diagram for understanding purpose. In our vector space V, this is vector space V, there is a set S, right? Let me use another color, suppose black. So this is our set S, I say. Okay, now this set S is a subset of many subspaces. Okay, for example this is W1, I will call it as W1. Next one, this is another subspace. Okay, this is W2, this is another subspace, that is our W3, and some more. Okay, suppose this is another one, this is W4. Okay, now note that our set S is a subset of the subspaces W1, W2, W3 and W4. Okay, but which is the smallest subspace that is containing S, that we have to see. Okay, so over here you can see that this W1 is the smallest subspace that is containing S. Okay, so this W1 is nothing but what? Actually it is what? L of S. Are you getting it? So this L of S is the smallest subspace of V containing S. See, W2, W3 and W4 are also containing S, but they are not smallest. They are bigger than what? This L of S. Okay, so this is the meaning of smallest subspace of V containing S. Okay, so now let us see this example. The first example, we have to find L of S over here. So see, actually see, this is having geometrical interpretation also, but that we will see later on after seeing the definitions of basis and dimension. So right now we will follow this definition of L of S over here. Okay, so if our set contains V1, V2 up to Vn, then our L of S is alpha 1 V1, alpha 2 V2 plus so on alpha n Vn. Now in this case our set S is containing two vectors, that is E1 plus E2 and E1 minus E2. Note what is our E1? E1 is 1 0 and what is our E2 over here? E2 is 0 1. So what will be our L of S for the first example? So solution of first, I will say our L of S over here is going to be, it will be of the form, see, alpha 1 V1 plus alpha 2 V2 such that this alpha 1 alpha 2 belongs to R. But what is our V1 over here? Our V1 is E1 plus E2, and what is our V2? Our V2 is E1 minus E2. Simply use that values. So this will be equal to alpha 1 E1 plus E2 and plus alpha 2 E1 minus E2 such that this alpha 1 alpha 2 belongs to R. Now note what will be your E1 plus E2. So if you add these two vectors, your E1 plus E2 is going to be 1 1, and if you subtract your two vectors, it is going to be 1 comma what? Minus 1, right? So use the values of E1 plus E2 and E1 minus E2 over here. So this will be equal to alpha 1. So your E1 plus E2 is 1 1 plus alpha 2 and E1 minus E2 is 1 minus 1. So which is further equal to, so if you solve it a bit, one thing is left. What is that? Such that alpha 1 alpha 2 belongs to R. So this is equal to, so if you solve it further, alpha 1 plus alpha 2 comma, it will be alpha 1 minus alpha 2 such that alpha 1 alpha 2 belongs to R. So this is your L of S for the first example. Now we will go forward to find L of S for the second example. Now see, in the second example, your vector space is, solution of second, your vector space is R3 and your set S is E1 E2 and what is the last element? It is E1 minus E2. Now since it is a subset of R3, note what is your E1 over here? E1 is 1 0 0, your E2 is 0 1 0 and your E3 is 0 0 1. So what will be my E1 minus E2? So E1 minus E2 is nothing but what? 1 minus 0 is 1, 0 minus 1 is minus 1 and 0 minus 0 is 0. So I will call it as some V1, I will call it as some V2 and I will call it as some V3. So what will be my linear span of S? So according to our definition, we have linear span of S is equal to some alpha 1 V1 plus alpha 2 V2 plus alpha 3 V3 such that alpha 1 alpha 2 alpha 3 belongs to R, which is further equal to, you can put your values of V1 V2 and V3, that is E1 minus E2 such that alpha 1 alpha 2 alpha 3 belongs to R, which is further equal to alpha 1 E1 is 1 0 0 plus alpha 2 E2 is 0 1 0 plus alpha 3 e1 minus e2 is 1 minus 1 0, such that this alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 belongs to R, which is further equal to, so you can see what will be our first component, alpha 1, but over here the first component is 0, over here first component is again 1. So if you put alpha 3 inside, so over here I will get plus alpha 3 comma, next this will be 0, this is going to be 1 again, so over here you will have alpha 2, and due to this minus 1, minus times alpha 3 comma 0, such that this alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3 belongs to R. So this is our linear span of S for second example. Now remember, this is having geometrical interpretation as well, but that we will see after definition of basis and dimension. Thank you.